I said before, do you have any phobias? Nobody said anything. Then you realized you did have one. So tell us specifically what it's about.
It's a phobia of having anybody touch my feet. And I can hardly touch them myself. On the bottom of my feet, it's, I'm pretty sure it came from when I was a child. I was probably about 7 or 8. I mean, this is really freaking me out, just even thinking about somebody touching my feet. I stepped on a nail and it went up inside of my foot, and I had my sneakers on, and they took me to the emergency room, and they didn't put me out or anything, and it took like 4 men to hold me down. Well, they dug up inside of my foot, and I was screaming and crying and everything. And ever since then, nobody's ever been able to touch my feet. And I've gone to like reflexology classes and things like that, and somebody else had to sit in for me to be my partner's person to touch their feet. And like nobody can get near them, and like I said, I can hardly touch them myself. So it's, and like just thinking about doing this is, I'm having a hard time breathing, and it's freaking me out.
Okay, well, this is a great opportunity to test out this technique. Okay, so that's good. So I'm really glad you're connected with the feeling, because now you know what that's like. And thanks for the courage to hear and do this with us.
I cleaned those pads on the bottom of my feet this morning. I could hardly do it myself. It was like I was cringing while I was doing it. And when I ripped them off, I had to do it like really fast, and I couldn't touch the foot itself. I had to touch the pad and pull on it, because it was hard for me to even touch it. I'm having one right now.
All right. So, what I want you to do, relax. And
It's my intention
to connect with my powerful spirit.
to connect with my powerful spirit
And with my spirit of my will.
and with the spirit of my will,
And to transform phobia.
and to transform phobia,
Of my foot being touched.
my foot being touched,
Into comfort and ease.
into comfort and ease.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear soul, mind, and body of my feet.
Dear soul, mind, and body of my feet.
Dear soul, mind, and body of the emotion of fear and aversion.
Dear soul, mind, and body of fear and emotion
And aversion.
and aversion.
I love you.
I love you.
I accept you.
I accept
I
you.
don't resist you.
I don't resist you.
You have the power
You have the power
to transform,
to transform,
to heal,
to heal,
to update to present time.
to update to present time.
Okay? Do you believe in God?
Yes.
So you can ask God to help you.
Okay. God help me.
Okay? So here's our turquoise light. So we're going to start pericardium 6. Okay, so now I want you to think about somebody touching your feet. Just think about that feeling. Breathe deep in your abdomen, just let us how it works. Okay, keep thinking about it. I'm going to also do wingman on your lower back. So just lean forward a little bit, please. Okay. I'm just going to put both probes on wingman. Strong that forward. This is real fortifying for fear, and courage. Do for. Okay. So that completes the treatment. So now just sit quietly for a moment and put one hand over your lower abdomen.
She could go home with that. So.
And just breathe in your lower abdomen, but just sit with it for a moment. Now I want you to look at the feeling of fear, the feeling of your stomach, and just say, there I am, feeling this feeling. Just look at it from a detached viewpoint. Look at it as if you're just looking at a phenomenon. There's no particular meaning. It's a physiological experience. Take some really deep breaths while you look at that. Just look at it. Okay. So, tell me what you're feeling about the thought of having someone touch your feet now. Same, better, or worse, as it was before?
Maybe a little better. I don't know, I'm shaking. I'm shaking all over.
Well, you might be just doing some unwinding. Because what you described was an extremely traumatic experience. Being a child and 4 men holding you down, it's literally being tortured. It's like being held down and being tortured, and, by people you trust that you thought you could trust. I mean, that's very traumatic. So you could just feel like the shaking. You're just unwinding that trauma out of your body because you could thank you, trauma, for sharing. I understand why you're there. I just don't want to be controlled by you anymore. You can now take a new job other than having that.
Controls.
So what I want to ask you is, and just tell me the honest truth. How would you feel about me touching the bottom of your feet right now?
I'm not sure.
Well, I want you to just think about whether you would allow me to do that and feel okay about it in this moment. And I'm totally fine with it if you don't, because if you're just whatever your timing is perfect. So I just offer you that opportunity if you want me to.
Try.
I'll try, okay. Just back up a little bit so your feet are on the table. Okay, so.
Won't let me do that.
I can let myself do that.
So can I press a little harder? Okay. Pretty firm pressure right now. Okay, so now, how was that for you?
As bad as I thought it was going to be. It is really, because nobody has ever been able to do that since I can remember. I've gone for like full body massages, and I told them not to touch, don't even go near my feet. And like I said this morning, I was having trouble touching them myself, just to take.
Try to touch yourself now.
Wow. Don't they feel good? Happy feet.
Guess who's giving you a foot massage?
Do the other way too. Do the other way too.
Do the other.
Okay, well, thank you very much for having the courage to participate.